Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about something different, something unique, and something I even don't know because I have not planned out any script. It just seemed like I should record something, so that's why I just started recording. There are a few comments which I got from you guys, and I really do want to reply to you. I actually did created a draft to comment on, but I was not sure should I comment on him. Was it sounding rude or not? Or should I create a video on because like it's well documented research. So we can go later about consciousness and everything. Right now, let's talk about you, happiness, right? So let's talk about how to be happy. There's a very great series called Happiness. If you have watched that series, I don't think so. You need to watch this video. But happiness is typically like what is happiness? Happiness is just bunch of chemicals, and there are main six neurotransmitters: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, testosterone, cannabinoid, and endorphins. Endorphins mean opioids or something, right? So there was a specific reason why you get those chemicals. It was evolutionary phase. Like initially, uh, you know, organisms which was getting dopamine were more active to eat food. So that's why the survival rate of those people actually got increased. And later there was serotonin, then oxytocin. Oxytocin is like the family love kind of thing, because mammal, it seemed like mammal needed to love their kids, otherwise they were not able to gonna survive, right? So that was a very good thing. Then there was cannabinoid. We were able to unite and kill a mammoth or something, right? uh, because and then there were endorphin, empathy, and this shit, right? Okay. So when people say about drugs, I don't believe drugs should be bad. It's just that you just need to understand what it do to your body, and you should be aware of what it is doing, right? So if you understand this, then I don't think so any people would take any drug randomly. Like I don't believe that people, and I don't even like that people. So if they take fentanyl, for example, because it's pretty potent. It's like 100 times potent than heroin, right? So it's almost impossible to microdose, or like most people, 76% of drug users die from fentanyl. The reason is essentially the same because of microdosing. And then if you want to talk about 100,000 times potent, then it's like carfentanil. Like these things are used for very big animals like elephant or rhino and everything else. Anyway, but I was coming at that, if we change the neurotransmitter in a certain way, we are gonna be happy. So to be happy, we are gonna have a fulfilling motivational. I mean, dopamine shit. Then there was serotonin. You were recognized in the society by your surrounding, by the people you know, or like you were just recognized by something. Then there is testosterone, the sexual pleasure. Testosterone with uh, dopamine actually gives that sexual tension. Then there is oxytocin, the family love. My mom loves me because one of the reason is high release of oxytocin when I was getting born. I mean, when I born, right? So that is there. Then cannabinoid can be like, even if I talk to a friend, that actually gives that actually releases a little bit of endocannabinoid. So like when you take cannabis, for example, weed, it has endocannabinoid which mimics which has cannabinoid which mimics endocannabinoid, right? So how it works that like you have two neurons, and between two neuron, like in a neuron there are multiple receptors. So it bonds to endocannabinoid receptor and it blocks them. So this neuron is blocked, and there is neuron, cannabinoid particle are getting uh, in this the synapse range. So the synapses is basically the space between two neurons, right? So there will be a more number of cannabinoid molecule in here, so you were gonna feel little better. And after a certain point, the blocker are gonna be not there, and the cannabinoid receptor is gonna open up again. Endocannabinoid receptor are gonna open up again, and it's just gonna continue. So and that's how cannabis work. Like for example, if you take cocaine, it mostly plays on serotonin and dopamine. And like if you talk about meth actually plays, like meth actually don't block it. Like how cocaine works, like it attaches to the serotonin binding receptors, and it saturates the synapses with dopamine, serotonin, and these chemicals which get released, right? But in meth, it actually opens up the channel, and every shit actually flows through. So your ultimate brain can't generate too much dopamine because everything just flowed too much. So that's how meth works. It's amphetamine. Amphetamines means like MDMA is also a amphetamine. Even the Adderall is. So people take that for to stay consistent at something. The people who are going through OCD or uh, ADHD, I guess. Anyway, so so you see, we all are just chemical creatures. It's not just that the nature have created us, so we did need not to play with other chemicals because it's enough for us and blah blah blah. But to be honest, I don't feel like it. It's just a very permutation combination, and there are almost pretty less chance of you being alive. So if you are alive, why? I mean, I will not tell people to go into hard drugs because like these are bad. Like if you talk about heroin, opioids are bad, pretty shit. I mean, cocaine is also bad, but not as much bad as opioid. And of course, there is alcohol, cigarettes, and these things are also bad. Not bad as opioid, but these are bad nonetheless, right? So what I believe that at least people should have understanding on how it works. Like for example, you have good friends, right? If you don't have good friends, you can take weed, and it's better. Like weed should not be your only one thing. And I mean, if you have multiple friends and if you don't need weed, it's all good. But what I'm coming at, like for example, if you take weed and if you have friends, so you have two options open, right? You can take anything. And what is morality? Morality is something we like, it is totally subjective, it's not objective at all. Yeah, morality do exist, but it is objective. Sorry, it is subjective. It does exist, but it is subjective. So I mean, like the best example, like in nature, morality does not exist. If you know, probably seals actually harasses penguins and have do our shit, take and very degenerate things. Even uh, I think dolphin also kick pop socket, or like there is a group of fish, pop sharks or pop socket or something. The dolphin just kill them for fun, like literally for no reason. It's not that these guys were trying to eat what dolphin ate or something. It's just for fun. Whales also rest when there is a species of whale which actually races when something just bonds, right? So these are all the things. It's not just that it is you, it is that nature is, and nature don't need to make sense to us because it's just evolution, right? And we kind of became not exactly grown up from evolution. We are also in evolutionary period, but we are comparatively much more capable than previously when you compare with mother nature, and yeah, controlling it basically. Of course, like if any black hole came, and we cannot do anything, to be honest. We all humanity is gonna die. So if all humanity is gonna die, then what's the point? But that's pretty nihilistic approach, I would say. I was also in that phase, but I mean, everyone must imagine Sisyphus is happy. Cool, man. So what I was telling you, that everything, like from love to every shit is just chemical, a bunch of chemical firing signals about different things, and you were just feeling that, and even emotions are result of those, right? If you are angry, it is because of due to some other reason. If you are not, it is also due to some other reason. And yeah, AI is also, probably able to feel something which I said. And okay, I can just mention that it's not just that I'm talking about some previous video in context of it, so you might not understand in a bit, but like if you just focus on my word, you might understand. So it's not just that the machines are becoming more human, it's that we are also becoming more machine-like. We have plugged our consciousness into a platform we don't own, subject to algorithmic physics we don't control. And when you combine all this information with uh, data, you were gonna see that content that prioritizes algorithmic metrics will almost always outperform content focused on information density and nuance. And this creates an ecosystem where AI has a structural natural advantage built to excel at output driven goals of maximizing viewership and clicks. So slowly creators adjusting their output based on what feels authentic, but toward what generates engagement. We find ourselves producing content optimized for algorithmic success, not substantive contribution. And for years we lived in a information scarcity. Now we are in abundance, and the same thing is happening when a species go from scarcity to abundance too fast. We saw it happening with food, where industry processes were able to actually process, uh, create a process where, like you see sugar and salt and this bad oil, everything is sort of legal, but technically if you see these are quite harmful, but they were able to engineer themselves to what our body craved, not what we needed. So same thing is happening. The people you were seeing online, not exactly me, but you can consider me because I'm creating a video and I'm getting your attention if you are even listening to this point now. So if I'm getting your attention, then it's just a attention hungry economy. They are packaging your attention in a format which is palatable to you. So they only shows you what you feel like you need, and you want to listen to not what you actually need. So it's just, palating, it's just templatizing, and there are things which you will be missing from that, much things. So yeah. Mm, I think it's been 13 minutes, so I can just hang up the video. I mean, stop the video. And yeah, man, see you guys later. Peace. Bye.